Welcome back to another video here. I'm making this video to share this video online to getting people to prepare for the Elden Ring DLC. Since the game is a massive hit and the game of the year after beating the game 4 times, and I said, you know what, I'm going to make a video on how to prepare for the DLC. I'm currently on my New Game Plus account, then I played another 12 hours to reach Mogwin's Palace. To reach Mog, you need to reach the church located on the map on the left. You simply walk over there to find this golden potion looking thingy and hit it once with your sword or whatever weapon you have. A person will appear and he'll give you half of a medallion. For the second medallion, the other half can be located defeating the boss called a Commander Nail. He is located in the snowy area of the map, and after defeating this boss, a grace will appear to touch so you can unlock that fast travel. Then once you defeat him, follow this trail into the second secret medallion. So just for an FYI here, you won't really get to the Moog boss fight until pretty much toward the ending of the Elden Ring storyline. This is a very long game, but toward the end of reaching the snowy area and getting one each of the medallions to access the secret area to this fast travel, this will lead into the area of where Moog is. Once you reach the lift, make sure to switch it to secret medallion. So to make bosses easier in Elden Ring, if you're not good mechanically, that's okay. I have tips to exactly help you for this. You need to reach Radahn. This boss fight is a walk in the park. You use your mount for this, but the key before entering this boss, you need to have a party to celebrate and kind of get ready for this boss and prove that you're ready. Once you reach the impassable Great Bridge, there's going to be a portal right before the bridge. Use that portal to teleport you to the festival. Once teleported to this area, you're going to turn a 180. You're going to go straight past these wooden spikes and you're going to enter this little hallway. Then you're going to go right to this building. It's going to have another grace. Then we're going to come out of that building. We're going to talk to this guy. He will just say Radahn is hard enemy to face. And once done, go further down up the stairs, turn a 180 and talk to this guy. And he'll give you an option to be ready for the Radahn boss. Press ready. He will slam his sword onto the ground, turn a 180 and follow this guide to you to this location of Radahn boss fight. As you go up the stairs into the church, be sure not to forget about the smithing stone because you might need that for later. Then you're going to turn a 180 once again through this doorway onto this elevator. And then it's going to lead into this open field. Then you're going to lead into this another teleporter that's going to lead into this boss fight. So to get this mimic, it's required to fight this boss. That's the only reason why I have the mimic right now, but it's kind of pointless for this part because you can't even use it. So as you get to the Radahn boss, it's very simple and easy. You just pull out your mount, then he's going to start shooting these arrows in just a line. So once you get the mechanic of this boss, it's very simple and easy. So just use your horse to basically go left and right. And as you move around this open area where Radahn is, you'll see this golden little pedestal stone thing on the ground that's glowing. You can actually interact with this and spawn mimics from the people that we saw from the festival. And you can actually spawn this in and you have people that actually help you fight Radahn. And you basically, as your mimics die, whatever, you can just keep running around with your mount and actually spawn these guys back in. So it's pretty easy. So if you wanted to, you can just keep running using your mount, just keep running around in a circle. Then this one mechanic you need to worry about Radahn is when he goes up in the air, he disappears, then he's gonna come in like a meteor. Like it's incredible. I think this one of the coolest bosses in the entire game because the way like he comes in at this attack, it looks so cool. And make sure you don't die by this attack because I died by this attack before and it just blew me out of the water. I was like, what the hell was that? It looked like a Fortnite event where like a meteor was coming out of nowhere. I was like, oh my God. He will also have another attack where he has like these purple orbs just floating around him. So most likely these won't hit you. They'll be distracted by the mimics around you. And in some cases, if they do die at the same time as you're like at in front of Radahn, Radahn will try to basically fight you. This is not really like you're not gonna beat it first try. I mean, you might get lucky if you can, but if you know the mechanic of the boss very well and you play this game numerous times, this boss is like one of the easiest bosses in the game, and it's very simple. So yeah, so you should just repeat this process, and you should be able to take down Radahn in no time. And after you defeat Radahn, you can look around and look for another grace to activate for fast travel. So if you go to this location right here, the Fort Height West. So from this location, you're going to head north. You can pull out your mount for this. It's going to be so much easier. Then once you get to the side of this cliff, you're going to find an area to pretty much go deep down into the rocks. And you're going to parkour off these rocks down the rocks. And just watch carefully because you might actually fall right here because I've have fallen here numerous times on my first playthrough because I didn't know what the hell I was doing half the time. But just look down, use your camera to rotate around your body so you know where you're going so you don't fall off like a dummy like I did. But once you reach this edge of this cliff, you're gonna jump down safely and watch your surrounding here so you don't jump off. And you head to the right here, there's actually a ruin here that can give you more ruins to level up your character. And then we're gonna turn it 180. We're gonna turn back where we came from. Then we're gonna head down right here, and there's gonna be another item that we could pick up right here if we want to. And the first time going through here, I thought that said cheesecake, so don't bully me for that. Yeah, we're gonna enter the internal city from this location. All right, for this part, I'm gonna speed up the clip so I'm not sitting here talking to myself the whole time. So I'm just gonna speed run this clip here so you guys can still watch where I go. And then you're gonna reach another boss leading up to this area. Then this boss pretty much mimics you. So take this guy down. I trust you. Activate this grace for another fast travel. Head upstairs from the grace, and then you're gonna see this crease inside of this bridge. So head left down this path right here. So at this point, to stay on path, if I was you, I would stay left of this path that I'm taking. Because if you stay left through these trees and by these rocks, you're gonna enter this little area where there's gonna be another grace that we need to hit for our fast travel. And this is gonna lead to the final area that we need for the mimic. Hopefully for this next area that you're actually good at parkour. So this is gonna be a little tipsy one if you're not. So if you just follow this gameplay, we're gonna jump off this little cliff from the grace and we're gonna go into this roof here. And then we're gonna slightly jump right here. Then we're gonna hug this left wall. Then we're gonna turn. And then we're gonna hug this left wall. And then we're gonna jump onto this little balcony here. Then we're gonna jump again to another wall. So make sure you don't fall off here. And we're gonna hug this right area here. Then we're gonna go on to this little tip of this building here. So make sure you don't fall off here. And make sure you jump right there. That is a tight jump that I almost missed. And then you're gonna run into an enemy, two of the same enemies, and you can easily take these guys out because they're not even hard. So as we continue on this roof, the path is gonna lead into the right side of this building because it's gonna be really easy to miss that area. So a little tiny little edge here we're gonna be taking. Then we're gonna continue going straight. Then there's gonna be an edge where we jump down here and make sure we don't fall off here. Then we're gonna run in through this area, right through this window. Then we're gonna jump down onto this little platform. Then there is item to the left there between these two statues, but I have those already because I beat the game like 3 times already. Then once you get to this little gray haze of smoke, use a stone key on the left statue there. You can buy those at the round table. Then you're gonna have a boss here that you need to take out. It's just a mini boss. It's really not that hard. Then once you take this boss out, there's gonna be another smithing stone that you can grab it. Then you can grab the mimic. As you move forward of taking that rift from getting both of those medallions, you will enter the consecrated snowfield. And this is the final location that we need to go to where Moog is located. So at this location, you're just gonna keep heading west until you find this cliff. Now you're gonna fight this mini invader boss. Pretty easy, but it can be kind of annoying. Then after you take this boss out, you can then take the teleporter to where Moog is located. It's crazy how this cutscene is actually going to go right into the DLC where this exact location is where you fight Moog. It's actually insane how this is actually going to work. It's crazy how you had to defeat 2 bosses to get to go into enter the DLC for Elden Ring. You have to defeat Radahn and you have to do Moog. And if you're actually set up properly and know the mechanic of this boss, it's actually pretty simple. So for this current boss, how I actually did this is I actually used my mimic. I pretty much went to the round table and maxed this thing to +10 so it can have its full potential of fighting bosses with me. Then the reason why they call it a mimic is because you pull this out, it takes like portion of your HP when like summoning this. It mimics your own skin, whatever you're using. So whatever swords or whatever you're using, that's what the mimic will use. And then with the Flask of Wondrous Physic, I use the Crimson Crystal tier, which restores half my max HP. Then I have Opaline Bubble tier. What this does is Crimson restores half my HP. Once I pop the mimic and it gets rid of my HP, that's going to restore that HP. Then the bubble tier, this is going to significantly negate damage received. So you pretty much, the enemy gets a free hit on you, but you take no damage. So at some point you can just sit back and just let your mimic fight Radahn or Moog or whatever boss you're fighting at this point. And then gotta watch how much mimic. Your mimic is not going to be like vulnerable to everything or like a god. He still can die. So basically he's going to be like he's going to help you through fights. So while you're attacking a boss, he will also attack. Then if you're like off healing, or you want to heal or something, the boss will go after the mimic while you try to heal. Then you basically, when Moog does this little thing where he like puts his staff in the sky and he's like getting health from your HP. So he's like feeding HP off of you. Then you just pop healing potions out as he's doing that. Then sometimes you can get a quick, dual katana swings in to make this like to do the max amount of damage to Moog. But it could be quite clinching at times. But as you see here, my mimic is at the end of his health. But look at Moog's health. I have 7 potions left and he's almost dead. So one more hit or 2 hits, he'll be dead. Then I end up dying here. So it just tells you that the mimic isn't always going to carry you to everything. You still got to make those smart decisions. So I'm going to show you guys where to get this. So this thing is pretty much huge while playing the game. So if you just beat the entire Elden Ring story, there is a chance that you will miss this, but it's good to put this in a video because it helps a lot of new players, and new players that don't know where this is, they're not going to know where it is, obviously. So if we open our map here, we're going to go to a little red area down here at this location. So we're going to travel to so we need to go to the third church of Marika. So basically I'm just going to go here. I'm going to show you guys where this is. It's literally inside of the church. So if I go from here and just go east, I should be at that place I need to be. So be advised, while using your horse inside of Elden Ring, no matter how like if I fall from here, no matter how far you fall, no matter if you jump or do anything, you're still going to take the same amount of damage that if you would jumped. So just keep that advised. The jumping part of the mount is pretty much jumping place to place or platform to platform. So this does not save you from fall damage. By the way, if you head to this location right here next to the church, there is like a ruin thing we can get here. So you can get quite a bit of golden ruins here to pretty much use to get ruins to upgrade your characters. So you can find these little locations everywhere. So I want to go ahead and why is this so hard to get? I want to jump up here. I'm going to grab that. We got the Fever's Cookbook. All right, that's good. So you get and grab that in this video. So that's good. Go to ruin. All right, nice of those. So as you level up through the game, the further you level up, the higher you get, the more ruins it's going to cost. So it's a bit of a grind. So if you're a new player, you would think like jumping from here to there would be like okay, because you can like bounce before you hit the ground. But like I said before, like that's just not going to work. So like with solo. So we're going to go to this little platform over here with this weird type of art. That looks pretty cool. And then we're going to keep heading east over here, which I marked on the map. So you guys get a little glimpse of where to go here because I'm doing like a live gameplay commentary here. So on the way there, you will come across some enemies that you fought before that you will recognize, which I don't like that. And as you progress through the story, I'm going to try not to spoil anything, but as you progress through the story, the world will kind of implement into the world that kind of end game that you're in. So yeah, it's pretty badass. So as we enter this church over here, it's going to say, I don't think it's going to be there. Yeah, it's not going to be there for me because I already have it. I'm on my like new game plus 3 or 4. I don't really exactly remember, but it's going to be right here. The thing you need is going to be right here. So basically what this is you can mix stuff. So as I said previously, as popping my mimic, that gets rid of a portion of my HP. So when I pop this, I made it where with my tears, I make that where I get that HP back, then I get a bubble around me. So I get a free couple hits in before I actually take a large amount of damage. So that's why I like this kind of setup here. So you can really set up what you want, how you want it. You can really fix it to how you want to fit your playstyle. So if I go to a Rest of Grace here, then I go to Mix Wondrous Physic. Here, I have so many that you can do. So I found these just by playing the game simply. Then you can just look through these and just like see what fits your playstyle, what seems more appealing to you, and maybe you switch them up during a different, boss mechanic you want to do. For my gameplay experience, I like running these two because this is what fits my playstyle and this is what I like using the most. So there's so many options that you can do. All right, guys, I'm going to show you guys the best XP farming to level up your character by farming for ruins. So here's the location. So if you made it this far into the video, I'm pretty sure you made it this far. So if you click right on your thumbstick, you can click to where Moog is. So if we land right here at the Palace Approach Ledge Road, we go right here. So this area is pretty much an XP farm. So these enemies don't really fight back. Well, they do, but they're pretty simple enough to... If you made it this far into the game, you already know how the mechanics go for this game. So basically, you're just going to take these guys out repeatedly, and there will be a couple of enemies that are actually annoying. There's just one enemy where he just like does cartwheels with spikes on him, so you gotta watch out for that. So I'm currently level 225 right now. There's the cartwheel guy I was talking about. So as I put my little physics thing here, so the enemy can basically hit me. So as you see there, it hit me once and it barely took any hair of health. So that's a good thing to be using wherever you go. So this is pretty much a nice XP farm. You can just clear all this out. It actually goes all the way down here until you reach all the way down to where the blood river is. Then there's like 4 more guys down there. So you can pretty much farm this. So it's going to be a grindy thing to do. Once you're a high enough level, the ruins you need is going to be ridiculous. So I'm level 225, and for me to level up, I need over 410,126 to even level up. So for my build, I focused on vigor and mind. So I got a lot of stamina up. I like focusing on damage and recovering from stamina so I can do as much damage as possible while having my mimic up. So which is good. So depending on your build, this is what the stats is actually going to look like. And as you will find these tiers everywhere as you play the game. And as you find these tiers, you can actually go to this location right over here. So if you go right here, the Queen of the Full Moon, go to this location right here. And then basically, if you want to change your build, you can talk to her and pretty much you can rebirth your stats. So you're going to use a larval tier to accept a rebirth. So basically, you can rearrange your stats the way you want it on a specific build that you want to do, if that makes any sense. So if you're toward end game, it's like, oh, I want to do a different build. I have this heavy weapon that takes 60 strength or something, then I just want to I put all my stamina up and health into that specific build that I wanted to do, but I want to do something different. You just go in here and change it. There's also going to be these golden trees that you find if you explore a different area. You'll find this little mini golden tree that will have these seeds. You use these seeds to upgrade how many potions that you can hold. So for example, if you go to a rest site of grace, then if you go to a flask, you can actually but you can add charges to your flask by using these seeds while you find it exploring. You will find these as you play the game. You will find them as you go. So I'm not gonna give you guys a specific location to go because you're gonna find these while playing the game. I don't want you guys playing the game and just going for these specific items, because you need to do a full playthrough of Elden Ring before going onto the DLC, which that's my opinion, but I think getting to level 150 or higher, then just beating the game from there it's a really good ideal to do. Then you can increase the amount of HP you have. Then you can actually reallocate flask charges, so which you can pick how many healing potions you have, which are on the left side. Then the right side are your sword abilities have. So if I were to, I can't really do that because I'm not in a buddy right here. I'm gonna fast travel to somewhere so I explain what the hell I'm trying to do here. So for the blue flask, so that's for my sword ability. So if I press the left trigger, then do right trigger, it's gonna do that slam attack. And as you see there on my blue bar on the top left, that's going to take away some of my flask. So if I just keep using it, it's just gonna keep going down. Then as I use my blue flask, it's going to refill that back up to where it was. So that's good. So once you get a high enough level, you're gonna have insane amount of those, which is crazy. There is times where you have to pass time. So there is, once you get to certain areas, you can actually look this up on on Elden Ring Wikipedia's websites and stuff like that. So there'll be certain bosses that'll be available in morning, noon, or nightfall. So in different areas of the open world of Elden Ring, there's gonna be certain bosses that spawn in at different certain time of the day. So like one boss will spawn over here during the night, then one boss will spawn over there during the day. It just a different day cycle that bosses spawn in throughout the locations of Elden Ring. And you see here, this map is freaking huge, man. Like your opportunity here is to beat this game, this whole entire game first, then go into the DLC where it starts right here. Then it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a little roller coaster from there. So yeah. Also, you can find a lot of gear everywhere. So as you play the game, you can find all these specific gears that you find throughout defeating bosses. And my favorite is the twinned outfit because this matches my dual katanas, which I have the Moonveil, then I have the meteoric ore blade. So what it does is, so I have the silver blade on the right, which matches my left armor, which is silver. Then I have my left build, which is my left sword, which is gold. It's like the gold handle with the black tip on it. That matches my left gold side of my armor. So what I did was I just took two swords that matches my armor on both ends of my arms, which is absolutely sick. So that's why I love this katana slash armor build that I have going on here. So it's very unique and cool. So if we go to this cave right here, the crystal tunnel, we're gonna enter this cave. We're gonna take this lift down to this elevator. We're gonna head straight through this tunnel. There's gonna be another fast travel point right here that we need to activate this grace. And once we go further down, as we enter this area, we're going to enter this kind of cave looking thingy here. I totally did not fall off right here, so don't worry about that. So we're simply going to cross this without falling off. Then we're going to find another lift. It's going to take us all the way down. Bruh. Now we're going to enter this boss fight. This is going to give us the smithing stone bearing 1. So we're going to take this boss fight down. This one can be quite annoying. Oh baby, this is easy. Look at this. Melting. And after we finish this boss fight, we should get the bearing 1. There it is. We got it. So holy crap, that guy got destroyed. Well, he, whatever. Smithing stone bearing 2 is going to be right here on the map, which is right here. We're going to enter this tunnel. And as soon as we hit this room, we're going to smack this invisible wall right here, which I forgot about that, not going to lie. Then we're going to head through here. Then there should be a chest back here that we should open. It's going to give us the smithing stone bearing 2, which is right here. So there we go. We got the bell bearing 2. Oh my god, what are you, little sneaky midget? Get over here. The third smithing stone bearing can be found here at this Zamar ruins. It's the same spot that you go for the secret medallion, but you go for the regular one and it'll take you up here. So we're gonna head up these ruins up here. You guys can follow my gameplay. So we're just gonna head up here. Nice little rocky, snowy area here. We can use our horse to get there a little quicker there. So we're just going to head this way, and we head this way. There should be a little thing down here we should be able to be down in. So we're going to go down this little down area down here. We're going to head down here. We're going to open up this door. Then we're going to open this chesty chest. Then it's going to give us the smithing stone minor bearings 3, I mean. The third bearings can be located right here, the first church of America. Then right outside this church, right next to the fast travel point, will be the thing right here, which is Bell Bearings 3. After eliminating the Godskin duo from the campaign, this will give you the smithing bearing location 4. If you fast travel to the Tempest facing balcony, fast travel here, the next one should be at this location right here, the Soberstone Miner's Bell Bearing 4. If you spawn in at the beside the Great Bridge right here, there'll be an elevator right next to this ruin. So we're going to take this right here, and it's going to take us all the way down. And as we come around at this corner, right down at these stairs, it should be located past this boss here or enemy. Then it should be right here at this location. If we fast travel to the Dragon Temple altar, hopefully you have this fast travel point unlocked, but if you don't, you eventually get there. If we head this direction over here, we're going to keep heading down this direction over here, down these stairs and outside. And if you closely look on that edge over there, that is the next one we need. So we're going to head up these stairs around the corner. Then we're going to jump this. Then we're going to quickly try not to fall off here. Then we're going to run up here. Then we're going to grab it. And there we go. We have a agent at Dragon Smithing Stone. down. So we go to the Dragon Temple rooftop. This is the next one we're going to be going to. Then we're basically going to jump down here, and we're just going to keep going, avoid these birds. We're going to jump on this little roof here. We're going to jump all the way down. Don't worry, you're not going to take any fall damage. It'll take some stamina away. And then as you approach this dragon, there's going to be a lot of lightning. So basically, you need to fight through it, basically. And we'll be heading toward next to this where this dragon is. So it's going to be on the left side of this pedestal over here as we get over here. So hopefully we don't die here. I'm going to pop a thing here. Oh my god, these birds are so annoying. So I'm going to quickly run to the left here and try to avoid all that fire. Then right where the dragon was, there's going to be another one right here. So for this next item, show you guys where the Great Jar's arsenal is. So we head to this location right here next to the tree, next to the Sofra River well. We're gonna head over here, and then we're gonna come into this area right here, and we're gonna take this elevator down. Damn, look how beautiful this is. Looks so good. Elden Ring is one of the best games ever, I swear, dude. This thing has so much beyond what I was expecting. So once we get off the elevator, we're gonna hit this grace right here, and we're just gonna keep heading this direction over here. And we're gonna keep going this direction. We're gonna pass these enemies over here. Then we're gonna head up these stairs over here onto another elevator that's gonna lead up. And once you get up this area, we're gonna pull out our mount, and then we're just gonna keep going straight. Another grace over here that we can get. Then we're just gonna keep going all the way down. On the way, you will find more grace, fast travel locations as you go. Then we're going to reach this elevator over here with these giant stairs. Oh, there's a clarifying horn charm. That's nice. Then we need 2 stone to access this. So we're going to use a stone sword key for both these. Then we're going to take this elevator. Then we're going to go up. Apparently only takes 1. I thought it took 2. But just 1. And we're just going to keep moving straight from these weird looking worm ball thingies. Then we're going to reach this giant cup over here that we need to face 3 AIs. So we're going to just talk to this person here. And I look behind me, and there's going to be these guys I have to summon to take them down. Okay, 1 has been summoned, so hopefully this is not too hard. Then a couple more hits here, and he's dead. Now we have to spawn in another one. Looks like a knight. I gotta wait a second hammer from the spawn in, so we're just gonna take him out like we did the other guy. All right, take this guy out real quick. I want to hit him with my do. Oh yeah, there we go. We got it. Second enemy down. Easy. Now for the final one. Okay, we're gonna take this guy down. A knight with a shield. Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. Get back. Get back. Get back. Okay, dodge that. Do another heavy attack. And 1 more. He should be dead. Or I'm just gonna keep getting hit. Oh my god. So 1 more hit. Nope. 2 more. And he's dead. And that should be it. So we should get it here. So we killed all 3 of them. They're all dead here. So I want to talk to this person here. And there it is. The Great Jar Arsenal. Let's go. And last but not least, don't forget to grab a horse for the love of God. You can get this at the beginning of the game. So make sure you get this horse. If I missed anything in this video, I'm going to link everything in the description of this video of the best talisman and pretty much the best, gear to get, the best weapons and all that stuff. So it just depends what your build is. So I can't really show every little thing in this video because this video would just be way too long, and I just can't make a bit like all in one video of what build you guys want. So if you guys really enjoy this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification to never miss a video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And also enjoy the Elden Ring DLC. See you guys later.